Hi everyone. I want to quickly welcome you to today's live streaming session. I just want to quickly confirm that the audio is active. Then you can share the links to all of your friends, whether it be newbies, traders, experienced traders. As I'm going to be trading with them live. Like I'm going to be, showing them a few of my market perspective, directional bias, and all. Like you all know, we resumed the weekly analysis and weekly review, and I already had the confirmed the audio. The network is a little bit slow. Audio. The network is a little bit slow. All right, so I just heard myself, so and that confirms that audio. We have good audio. So, like I said, share the links. Share it out to everyone. Let them know that we're live. Let them know we're live. We're live. So quickly, I'm going to share my screen. Let's see what we can do. If we can touch Forex, crypto, CFDs. So it just simply depends on what particular part we can touch today. So let's just see. All right, so this is crypto. This is crypto. This Bitcoin. For those of you who been following, you will see that there was a crash at the early hours of today, just after the panic with Trump's tariff on EU. So that has affected the crypto already, affected almost all the markets. But the Bitcoin crashed a bit. At least it came down from $95,000 to 92. It just lost 3,000 instantly. That's very fast. So I'm going to speak to you on crypto, but let me quickly start off with the major pairs that we trade, which is first I'm going to start with the dollar index, which is more of a stable pair. Before I go to before I go to the Japanese yen and the rest of the other things we trade. So now this is the dollar index. I told you during the weekly analysis that I would be interested in taking out this low, right? But um that's not just exactly the low that took out this. It's part of the low that facilitated it. Is a major low, which is this, that facilitated that um, structure shift. So that should be the major one to consider. So even though my eyes was on this and it already did the move that I was expecting it to do. It did it when I was not really much available to check the charts. So but let me just quickly discuss it with you. So here is it. The dollar index took out this low. Now if you look at 50 minutes time frame, it's more reasonable because this is the break of structure. Let's take out this trend. I don't trade trend lines. Please take notes. That's how you hardly see me drawing trend lines. I only use it to show you something. So here is the break of structure. Okay, that's confirmed that this was a very strong low. So until price takes out that low, I told you we're not in for a downtrend. So the moment price took it out, which is just exactly here, it gave a retracement. So here is supposed to be the entry, somewhere around here to this point, which is a short. Then it repeated it again, of which it took out this one. Can you see? So in taking out this one, it looks more like price is creating new structures to facilitate a pullback. Can you see? So in that case, it will be wrong for me to make market decision until that low that facilitated that one takes is taken out, which is this. I hope that is clear now. So that's why this live session is important. It helps you to be able to see most of my perspective and how I make my decisions. Okay. So except this low is taken out, which has just happened now. Okay. I will now be expecting my confirmation entry. So if I get this, so in case you're thinking, why is it also trade every day? Just find out for your buyers. If I get this, this is what I'm going to be trading. Now, how far will that go? You can now know by going into, how far will that go? We can now know by going to a higher time frame. Let's look at the one now. Even though I don't use the 1 hour to decide, but if you look closely, you see that liquidity is resting under this. This is a strong demand zone. Okay, so your take profit should be within that demand zone. So it just depends on the particular time frame that you use for your confirmation. That's what we tell how far. Okay, how far that should be. Now, 15 minutes is my confirmation. So mine should start from here. So sometimes you can take it to half. Your take profit should be considered like half, which is like consequence encroachment, or your take profit can be at the tip. So now this is the dollar index, which is directly proportional to the GBP USD or GU, EU, AU, NU, all the U's. So it's not actually here we are trading. What the directional by currency, the USD, which is the dollar. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to refresh my network. I think it should be stable now. Okay, so the reason for the USD analysis is to know what to expect on the G. So you can see what happened during the news. You can see. So this was what happened during the news. Then GU has just repeated what is expected of it, like it has just done with the um, dollar index. So it's just broken this structure, of which we should be expecting a retracement. So, but how far would this go? We look at the higher time frame. So you can see that it's resting on a supply zone, on a strong supply zone. So your consideration should be very, very sharp. Okay, so all you just need to trade here, if that plays out, is expect price to come into a POI. You just expect it to return at least to this high. So this is actually what is available to trade on GU. After this move, it's going to be another move, which I will now be giving you updates on the group. So this is just the first move that GU is expected to do before we can trade it. We go straight to JPY basket. I traded this one, but it was very fast, so I didn't post. I didn't post, but I took the trade. So this is it. If you watched the weekly analysis, you understand. If you didn't, then you're doing the wrong thing. I told you that it's been buying, okay, because it looks like it wants to, balance these imbalances. And I said the only reason I would trade it bearish is if this low is taken out. So if you look at the 15 minutes, it's supposed to be this low. But that's the thing with higher time frame and lower time frames. The noise is more. So if you look at the higher time frame, it's more like the higher time frame is seen maybe like this. Okay. So this noise is not seen. So let's check it again. So we go to 4 hour. I don't use 3, 2, or 1 hour. Okay, take note. Okay, that means it's the device I used. I used my mobile device because my laptop was off. So that's not the place. That's not the place. That was not the place. So let's go back to 15 minutes. There's no shift in the 4 hour except this, which is very far. So the only shift available to consider is this. Okay. But I saw it here. I don't know if it's my hand that shifted it because this was where I think this should be where I put during the weekly analysis. Okay. So now the moment price took out that low, all I was expecting was for price to retrace and give me a bearish confirmation, of which it did. Okay, price retraced, came back, then gave these bearish confirmation for the first entry. So there are two entries here because this is pullback facilitations. So anytime you're dealing with a pullback facilitation, this is it. Let me explain to you. So when price is forming a trend and wants to take in a new trend, first of all, it will facilitate the pullback by breaking a structure to the downside. Okay, so you can trade this. Did you see that now? To this low. After that, you will now wait to see if it will take out that low, which is facilitating the pullback. If it takes out that low, then it has shifted structure. Can you see that now? The second one. So the second entry is mostly the sniper because that is the shift in structure. So this is the first one. The first one confirmed here to here, very short. Okay. The second one, after going back to this point, took out this low, gives us a bearish candle. This is the bearish candle. So this is supposed to be the entry point, and that's the sniper. So this is the JPY basket, just the same way with the dollar index. The JPY basket is directly proportional to GJ, AJ, the rest of the J's. So we use the JPY just to ascertain what will be happening inversely to the J's, GJ, AJ, EJ, NJ, and the rest of the J's. So I haven't seen that. All I wanted was to see that same scenario play out here, and it did. So I was expecting price to take out this shift, and it did. Gave the first move, okay, return back. So here was the second move after taking out this structure. After taking out this structure, so this entry was taken in 1 minute time frame. So it's more like a scalp. I didn't see it going far because I was seeing a supply zone. Okay, it doesn't matter how far the JPY is going. Sorry, the JPY, yeah, is going. I was seeing a supply zone somewhere around here. Though it's been mitigated, I wish I saw that it's been mitigated. Then I was seeing this zone too. I saw this zone, and then I saw this zone. So even though this zone has been mitigated, but that it was a concern for me. So in making my entry decision, I haven't gotten this bullish candle. I entered from here, put my stop loss just so my stop loss can actually be here and give me a decent 10 hour. But just to because of The JPY gaps are usually very small, unlike the other stable currencies. JPY is not really stable. GBP JPY is not really a stable currency. So because of that, with my stop loss here will be too close. A little slippage, a little commission or swap can actually take me out, because the commission on JPY sometimes is very, it's not like the GU. So that's why I had to put my stop loss somewhere around here. Then I took it and boom, price went to hit my take profit. But that was what I was saying. I didn't see price getting here, even though this was a sniper. I was expecting that price may have returned back before I go boom sniper. So this is all I can see. And the wisdom here is only trade what you can see. Don't trade futuristically and say, oh, price may do this, price may do that. That's simple assumptions with no backups. Okay, so but what's here now is that the sniper is coming. So if you look closely, you find that there is a zone here. So I haven't seen that all these ones are mitigated already. There's a zone here. Then there is a fair value gap. What does that tell you? That if price peradventure returns into those POIs, POI mean point of interest, you just need to get a confirmation and boom, you can sniper. Okay, you can sniper. You can even take this. Okay, after taking that, you can return it to a POI again and take it to this level. So there are good entries coming in for JPY because GJ, just GPJPY, because of the uptrend happening right now. It induced us many times last week. This one and this. Okay, no, just this one. Just one time last week. So much. I was able to catch it. So it was so fast. So you can see I took it on 1 minute time frame. So that's why I couldn't post for anything. So but just stay active. I'm going to be waiting for this pullback. Then I'm going to give you updates on what we really trade on that. So that will be all on JPY and uh, that one. For crypto, let me see. Let me see. These days I give you all the analysis. So this is it. There's an imbalance here. Okay. So we expect it to pull back. And based on how we trade, someone would just want to just go, oh, it's gonna fill up. I know a lot of people buying currently, people I know. But no, I don't trade like that. What I would need is I need a structure shift. So new structures are being created, which is accumulation. Okay, so I'm seeing this already being created, right? Okay. All I just need is I need price to do this, something like this. Then if you can give me a shift on the upside, then I can consider trading it the first move and then the sniper move will bring me up to this point. So that's what I'll be trading with Bitcoin. Anything outside that, I will not be taking an entry on Bitcoin. And then we have gold. Gold also moved, spiked up to all-time high. For time's sake, I'm not looking at Ethereum. So it has a strong imbalance. So a lot of people will be trying to trade that pullback. But it's a simple thing. You don't go in until you see confirmation. So you just look. So what do you expect here? Price has done this. There's no structure shift here. This is just simple accumulation. Price is just simply accumulating, as you can see, which means price is gaining more momentum. Okay. What you will need is if price for any reason breaks to the downside, okay, if it breaks to the downside, gives a retracement, gives a confirmation in structure, maybe in a lower time frame, we can fill up this imbalance. Until then, don't try. Don't try. For my strategy, if your strategy permits you trading this imbalance, then you can go ahead. So that's the reason why so many people are being taken out right now, because serious manipulations are going on there. So I trade CHF. I was considering taking this entry. So I think the first move has happened, and here's the first move. I think the first move has happened. There's going to be another one, and this one should come here. Should come here. So this is what I will trade for this thing. So, but I like to get a confirmation before I post that. So I think that will be all on Forex CFDs. Okay, I've not spoken on, I've only spoken on gold. I think CAD CHF is doing the same thing. Let's see. I think CAD CHF is doing the same thing. So sorry, I didn't take this in case you're thinking. I was just watching it. Let's see. I'm not seeing any entry. If it doesn't take out this, I won't trade. I won't trade. It's just simple manipulation that will go here, and that's noise, simple noise. So the other rest of the commodities, which is the futures, I should have discussed with you is US 30, and then Nasdaq. So US 30, let's see, consolidating was the most recent record structure. This is it, and since then it's been consolidating. So if you see any for the consolidation, if you want to trade the consolidation, it's simple. This particular one is on a higher time frame, so you can trade it in the lower time frame. So if you find that US 30 takes out this will be a sharp entry. I'm going to take this. So my eyes are going to be on US 30. All I just need is for price to take out this. I just get a confirmation. I will trade to balance this imbalance at least to this point. Okay, that's what I'm going to do with US 30. Then for Nasdaq, Nasdaq, Nasdaq would be the same thing. They behave like brothers. So, but it's just that it's taking out. This is okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, they didn't take out this, so I can trade that pullback. So these are sweet entry. I think Nasdaq is already moving because there is a shift here. Okay, so if you can take Nasdaq, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Okay, let me see. Okay, no, hold on. There's supposed to be a liquidity sweep first because it's already on this side. Okay, don't go in yet. Okay, so it's already on this side. So wait for a pullback. There's going to be a pullback. There's going to be a pullback. So that pullback will come at least into this POI. I'm going to wait for another confirmation before. Now this one will be the sniper. This first one is not the sniper. This second one will be the sniper. Okay, so I'm going to wait for the entry. And once I get a confirmation, I'm going to let you know. So as for the synthetics, let me see if I can give you boom. So this is boom. I'm looking to see if I can get an entry. I may get any entry soon. So all I need is to confirm a shifting structure on this side. So it's still on a downtrend. So I'm just waiting for price to give me a shift. Let me show you what I mean. So it's already forming new structure. So once it comes here and for any reason it shifts structure like this, then I'm going to find entry, first move, then sniper, then boom, go up. For boom, this for boom 500. For crash was buying massively one time. I don't know what it's doing right now. So I'll take only boom and crash because of time. Okay, it's been crashing. Okay, so it's crashed down to this point. We missed that. Okay, so it's supposed to buy. So if for any reason crash is able to take out these low, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna find my buy and crash. So this is all I'll be able to take for time's sake today. I think I've tried 23 minutes done already. Stay very, very active on the group because I'm going to be giving updates. Okay, all of the things I've discussed, and it's just mainly perspective, and there's no confirmation in any of the entries. So we didn't take any entry. So when I get all the confirmations that I've shown you, I'm going to be giving updates. So when you stay active, you'll know when the update is on. Or if you're not active, you miss the updates. Stay tuned. Make sure you make money this year. It's our year to make money. I've been saying it, and I cannot loud it enough. All right. See you. Enjoy.